2 National Guardsmen were shot at near the White House on November 26, in a brazen attack that unfolded just a short distance from one of the most heavily protected areas in the United States. According to a source cited by the Associated Press, one of the officers was struck in the head, leaving him with extremely grave, life-threatening injuries as emergency crews rushed him to hospital. Both officers were members of the West Virginia National Guard, a detail that was publicly confirmed by the state's governor, Patrick Morrisey, in the hours after the shooting. Soon after initial reports emerged, Morrisey announced that the 2 officers had succumbed to their injuries, saying they had died in the line of duty, before later clarifying that the situation was still evolving. Subsequently, the governor backtracked on that statement, explaining that there were conflicting reports and that the exact condition and fate of the 2 guardsmen remained unclear at that point. Notably, President Donald Trump described the 2 guardsmen as critically wounded, underscoring how serious their injuries were and acknowledging the gravity of the incident. Authorities said a suspect was taken into custody following the shooting, and Trump stated that this individual was severely wounded as well, indicating there had been an exchange of gunfire during the confrontation. A clear motive for the attack was not immediately known, and early reports, including those from Reuters, stressed that investigators were still trying to determine why the shooting had taken place. Meanwhile, the White House building was placed on lockdown after the incident as a precaution, even though Trump himself was away in Florida at the time, spending the Thanksgiving period at his Mar-a-Lago residence. The shooting triggered a rapid response from the full range of Washington security and law enforcement agencies, with multiple departments converging on the scene to secure the area. The U.S. Secret Service, the Metropolitan Police Department, and the Metro Transit Police all sprang into action, coordinating to manage the crime scene, protect nearby federal sites, and reassure the public. Flights heading to Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport were briefly paused in the immediate aftermath of the shooting, as air traffic controllers and security officials assessed whether there was any broader threat. National Guard soldiers have been deployed across the U.S. Capitol since August, following an order from the president directing them to reinforce security in Washington, D.C. Their deployment formed part of Trump's wider crackdown on immigration and crime, a campaign in which he has repeatedly framed the Guard's presence as essential to restoring law and order in the city. More than 2,000 National Guard troops are currently stationed in Washington, D.C., providing backup to local and federal law enforcement as part of this expanded security posture. Trump has repeatedly boasted that crime has effectively disappeared from the Capitol since the National Guard arrived, claiming that their presence has made Washington far safer for residents and visitors. In the wake of the shooting, Defence Chief Pete Hegseth said that an additional 500 National Guard troops will be sent to Washington, D.C., further boosting the military-style security presence in the city.